Okay, so can you tell me a little bit more about how your training for mixed martial arts transfers to your vitality or just your quality of life?
Mhm. Well, and I try to stay in shape generally, and you know, training in mixed martial arts really encourages me to try even harder to stay in shape because I felt the differences in when I wasn't eating properly or I wasn't training outside of martial arts training, and then going to class and feeling very labored, and like the meal I had early in the day was just taxing my system. So because of that, I am always mindful of how I eat and what I put into my body, how that impacts my level of focus for training sessions, or my ability to have energy to do the things I want to do, to be as energetic and as vital as possible. So yeah, it really encourages me to take my health seriously. And then on top of that, there's always the possibility of injury in any training, and your ability to recover from a training session or injury could be sped up greatly by the way you eat and drink and so on. So I don't want to be lingering, I don't want to have injuries lingering if I do get them, because then you miss training. So um, it keeps me on my cues in terms of my diet, to make sure that the diet is serving to regenerate and keep me
Mhm.
you know keep me healthy, and um, inflammation free. Yeah.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. So I got interested in capoeira, yes, because of the culture connection, also because I I trained in one sport. I did the weight training, I did time in the gym, and the weight training in the gym just started to get boring for me. And capoeira was like a way to like focus in on like my core strength and to do it
Yeah.
kind of outside in a different environment.
Mhm.
Um, what like for someone who's coming from another sport into martial arts, like
Mhm.
what are some of the sport specific skills
Right.
it develops or could be
Well,
attractive?
I think mixed martial arts, and in particular, is one of these rare sports where when you, even if you're not competing and you start to train it, you are essentially working every system. Um, it's very dynamic. You're working everything. You know, you're working your explosion. You're working strength. You're working agility. Or you should be actually hitting, if your training is well rounded. You should be hitting all these things. But you hit everything. You hit the hand-eye coordination. You hit balance. You hit speed. Uh, you hit, again, like I said, you're working strength, because you're working against an uncooperative um, mass, which is another person, as opposed to just curling some weights or bench pressing. It's a whole different thing when you are pushing against somebody who is not cooperating and shifting their weight and moving down and up, and you got to try to control their movements. That's a workout that I've never felt until I actually had my first class with Vincent Smith at Lane's Den. Um, so you are a complete, or you should be a relatively complete athlete when you start taking part in mixed martial arts. Given that your training is well rounded and you're hitting all these things. Um, so yeah, that's what you can expect. That's what you can expect. And if you're an athlete outside of this, where let's say you're a sprinter, or you take part in some other sport, I think the flow over benefits are numerous. If you take part in mixed martial arts.